Hey everyone! In this video I'm going to cut my very long hair off. I'm not a hairdresser by any means, that's why I have to practice my hair cutting plans at first. So this is my victim. The previous owner of this doll has already trimmed her hair a little bit, that's why she needs a new haircut anyways. So don't be concerned that I might ruin this Monster High doll for no reason. So I am achieving a perfectly symmetrical hair parting there. Not. Well, for the front parts it doesn't matter that the rubber bands are not very precise in their height. So, getting my professional kitchen scissors and just easy peasy make a smooth cut here. The front pieces shall be cut by eyesight. So that's why the non-symmetrical parting didn't bother me. I just cut it in an angle. First one side, then the other side. Correcting some tinier parts that I missed, brushing through a little bit, and there we have something that I don't consider for myself. Well, some correction might be necessary, some snappy here and there. Well, frustration hit me there. Okay, enough practice. Let's do exactly the same now to my hair. And just hope that it will look different. Well, hopefully. Maybe I will not do the last step there. Yeah. What can go wrong, right? It's just hair, right? So, yeah, that's me in the bathroom. Hi there. In case you're wondering why I don't speak directly to the camera but making a voiceover, I'm that kind of person that has some trouble to do other stuff while actually talking. I'm just able to manage to focus on one thing at a time, so please bear with me in that case. Okay, what do we have here? I didn't go to a hairdresser for a really long time, let's say. The only thing that I did yearly to my hair was actually cutting the ends off for just some centimeters. I think that I had this length for over 10 years now and I finally got a little bit tired of it. I also wanted to have a more practical hair length. I also tended to braid my hair fully and to tie it up like this. This needs to change today. So, I wanted to know how long my hair is before I cut it, but I ended up just measuring the length of my braid, which is approximately 75.5 centimeters long. Yeah, doesn't matter, the length is too long. So the time has come to loosen the braid and having a last look at what it looks like just opened up. And don't get me wrong, I really like myself with long hair and I like long hair in general, but I really wanted something fresh and new for my head. And additionally to that, I thought that it could be nice to donate the braid. There are several organizations who make real hair wigs for ill persons, so I think it is nice to support them, and I like to be nice. Okay. There I'm figuring out how to part my hair, and I'm going through the whole length with a comb to make sure there are no tangles and stuff. Yeah, and as I practiced with the doll, I'm trying to separate my hair into 3 parts to be able to create a hairstyle that is, yeah, close to a long blob. Maybe it is going to turn into a blob, but yeah, I want to achieve a hairstyle that is close to a long bob. Well, I just wanted the front parts being longer than in the back. And as I mentioned, I'm not a hairdresser by any means. I just watched some YouTube videos on how other people cut their hair and that's it. Actually, I'm not using my kitchen scissors, but scissors that are actually meant to cut hair. So I'm trying to muster up all my courage there and... no. Well, yes, let's do it. And there I'm realizing that I might have cut not exactly straight. Oh my, well, trust the process. But I must say that I already like this length of my hair way better now. Okay, for the next step, I wetted my comb to wet my hair a little bit. I hoped that this would make the cutting process for correcting everything that got cut wrong a little bit easier. And I didn't want to wetten my hair too much, since hair appears to get longer if it isn't dry. So I didn't want my hair to become accidentally shorter than I planned. Yeah, that's why I didn't wet it all the way up to my scalp. And yeah, I realized that I can't do stuff very well if it is mirrored as well. Yeah, but I did it anyways, slowly but steady with itty bitty tiny cuts. Yeah, and for the next step, I got some thinning scissors to create some kind of blend which might cover some areas that I cut not that precise, and to make it look a little bit less bulky in the back. Yeah, and I'm going back and forth correcting the ends and thinning them out there. And that is as good as it gets. I got a tiny hand mirror to check how my hair looks in the back, which I might have done while cutting it, but yeah, here we are. Well, I like it. For not being a hairdresser, I'm pretty happy with the outcome, and for not having cut anyone's hair at all, except for some dolls, I think it's okay. So let's measure again how long the cutoff is, and it is around about 62 or 63 centimeters, I would say, if you look at the longest strain, which is not very thick, but yeah. Now I have to clean everything up, since this is how the sink looks, and the floor. So yeah, let's do that first. For the donating process of the hair, I laid all 3 strands as good as possible together and all in the direction they once have grown, and made a braid out of it. Usually it is recommended to make a braid in the first place before cutting the hair. This way it is easier to not mess up with the length and positioning the hair in its growing direction. If you want to donate your hair as well, I would recommend you to Google around on websites which use your donation for a good purpose, and to really look what they recommend on how you send them your donation. But you can also just ask your hairdresser if they would donate your cut of hair to a good organization for you, so you don't have any postal stuff to handle with. So, after me getting everything prepared for the postway and after cleaning up in the bathroom, it is now time for using some good old box hair dye. I'm preparing all the stuff there, and I'm crafting a cape out of a trash bag. The gloves that came with the box were too big for my hands, so I took some fitting ones that I usually use for my crafts and cleaning stuff. And yeah, let's make it short. I applied the box dye the lazy way, and I had just one bottle which turned out to be not enough to cover all my hair, and I didn't let it on my head long enough. So, on to a second round. As you can see, there is nearly no color at all to see there on my head. The box says that it would dye my hair dark purple, which turned out to be a very light red-brown tone, which I assumed was my fault because I didn't let the dye soak in long enough. Well, to my defense, the time that is set there in the instructions was to 45 minutes. I waited this amount of time since the first drip of color touched my head. There was nowhere written that the processing time starts after everything is on your head. Well, this time I craft a bigger cape by taping 2 trash bags together. Yeah, and I apply the dye the lazy way. Again. I just can't sectioning my hair in the mirror or do anything in the mirror, kind of. I don't know, it is like I do everything with my left hand. Although I am right-handed, it's strange, my head can't handle that. But luckily with 2 packages I got all my hair covered either way. Yeah, and after managing to cover my arms and my face and entire neck as well, I cleaned my skin with a damp cloth and I started the waiting or processing time. Yeah, and this is how it turned out. And well, originally this box dye promised to make my hair dark purple. It lied to me and turned my hair red instead. But it's okay, it's fine. All colors are pretty and I don't hate this one. It's okay. And I'm not a model, so I filmed myself by positioning the camera too low and you will just get this awkward spinning motion from me. Perfect. So, that's it for this video. I hope you liked what you've seen and till the next one.